Thank you for tuning in to Ye Are Gods TV. My name is AGoddess Love, and the God in me salutes the God in you. We are all manifestations of source energy, which is God. And this channel was created to educate, inspire, empower, and reveal the God in you, manifesting as you. So please, subscribe, like, and share our channel with your family and friends. And also don't forget to click the notification bell to be notified of new videos. Now, let's sit back and enjoy this video as we journey into self-discovery together. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and connecting with us today. Today we are going to talk about 5 ways to know if you are stuck in your past. I received a message in my inbox and a young lady asked me, Miss AGoddess, how do you know if you're still stuck in your past? And so I'm doing this video in hopes that it will bless her and anyone else that is listening to the sound of my voice. So number 1, let's talk about unforgiveness. If you have not forgiven the person, situation, experience, or yourself for something that has happened in the past, chances are you are still stuck there. What you're actually doing when you don't forgive is you're holding that person and yourself captive in that experience. Now, I do understand that people may offend us often, but you have to remember that it is your job to make sure that you forgive and release daily the things that people say and the things that people do. And it's not for them, it's for you. It's for your soul's evolution. Okay? So I'm going to give you an example. My children's father, his name is Israel. I was with him 15 years from the time I was 15 to the time I was 30. And there was a lot of offense that took place in that relationship where I felt like things could have been different. And so I had a lot of unforgiveness as I moved through the healing process. Or let me say, I learned that I had a lot of unforgiveness as I moved through the healing process. So I do understand sometimes people will say, oh my God, well, I forgive such and such for this, and then that's it. Or I forgive so-and-so for that, and then that's it. Like you could just snap your finger and you just forgive everything. But sometimes it doesn't work like that. Sometimes you have to forgive every offense. And what I mean by that is I started my journey in forgiving Israel, and 6 months will go by and I'm doing really good and I'm happy and I'm living my life. And all of a sudden I will have a thought or a certain smell will remind me of something that he did, something that he said, and I would have to forgive that offense all over again. Like I said, it's not just about snapping your finger and you say, okay, I forgive everything. Every experience that ever took place that I felt where I was wronged or mistreated, I had to forgive. And you can't think about, when you think about a person, you don't think about everything they did in that moment. That doesn't come up. It may come up 6 months, a year, 5 years. And, like I said, a scent or something will trigger a memory in you, and you would remember something that person did, and you would have to forgive that particular experience. So I found myself on my journey forgiving all of the offenses and particular situations on the journey. So forgiveness is a journey. Okay? So number 2, anger. If you can think of something that someone did or someone said to you, and you can still feel emotion behind it, chances are you're still stuck in the past. We've all had experiences where people have hurt us, and they have angered us with their words or the things that they've done. So let me talk a little bit about anger. And so our natural states of being is love, harmony, peace, joy, abundance, alignment with God. Those are our natural states of being. And when we are not manifesting and those attributes of God is not emanating from us. So let's go to anger. Anger is a part of disharmony. Okay? Anytime you're not in alignment and you're in disharmony, manifesting or expressing anger, you're out of alignment, right? So harmony in the body creates health, which is good. Disharmony in the body creates sickness. So when you're expressing anger and things like that, it creates a dis-ease in your body. You're not at ease. And a dis-ease will create disease. And you don't want disease in your cells and your muscles, your bone, your tissue, your organs. You don't want disease there. So you have to remember to stay in alignment, in harmony with God, with your body. So if there's anger lodged in you for something that someone did or said, we're going to have to find a way to move through that anger and forgive that person. Now, I know sometimes, forgiveness can be hard and, you want to hold on to that anger, but that anger does not serve your life. It's something that happened in the past, and you're going to have to find a way to really move through it. And this is why I do transformational and spiritual life coaching with my clients, to help them move through that anger. It's easy for somebody to say, oh, you have to move through it. But, I am here to help you and to help give you the tools to help you to be able to move through that anger. Okay? So, number 3, low self-esteem and low self-confidence. So if you're displaying low self-worth in your life today, chances are someone said something to you in your past that made you feel as if you wasn't good enough. Now I'm going to give you an example. I had an uncle through marriage that told me that I was never going to amount to anything and all I could do was push out babies. Now I was 17 years old when he said that to me. And at 17 years old, I had 3 sons. I had my first son at 16 and I had my twins at 17. And that's all that he saw out of my life. And so I was very offended by what he said to me. And I held on to that unconsciously, going through life. But here's the thing. Even though he spoke those words to me, those words were not my reality. I didn't feel that way about myself. I knew that there was greatness in me. And it doesn't matter what somebody say to you or about you, their opinions of you. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is how you feel about yourself. People are nuts. People are nuts. And though the parts of those people that need to be healed and delivered, you know what I mean? God bless them on their journey, and they think they could just say whatever they want to say to you, and you're supposed to be okay. Well, here's the thing. You have to learn every day. I get up and I surround myself with the light of Christ. God's light and protection surrounds me. Okay? And I imagine myself in a bubble of cosmic Christ light power. And I don't allow anything that anybody say to me or about me to penetrate my bubble. Okay? This is God's protection. He's protecting my emotions from other people's stuff. Okay? So, and today, if you have low self-esteem, low self-confidence, again, chances are it's because of something that somebody said to you in your past, and you have not released that. And so I need you to think highly of yourself, think more of yourself, and release what they've said about you and just keep it moving. Number 4, how do you know if you're still stuck in your past? Replaying your old tapes. What someone did to you, what someone said to you, and here's the thing, what you should have said and what you should have done. Now, I used to do this. Oh my God, I should have said this or I should have said that. You know, constantly replaying those old tapes. You don't want to do that. You really don't. Because what you're doing is, I need you to remember, Your point of power is in the now. Repeat after me. My point of power is in the now. So what happened in the past is in the past. It's gone. But when you bring it to your present moment in your thoughts and your feelings, you're creating the situation all over again and for your tomorrow. So what I mean by that is, all right, something happened to you in your past and then yesterday. And today you're thinking about it. And when you start thinking about it, you're visualizing it. And as you're visualizing it and seeing it, you're starting to feel it. And you're creating the feeling of it all over again. All over again. So in some of my other teachings, remember I said I and my Father are one. Everything that God is, I am. Remember? So if me and God is one, and He created the universe through His thought, feeling, spoken word, we have the power and ability to do the same. And so in our present moment, where our power is, this is the creative energy at work to create our tomorrow. So remember, when you bring yesterday into today, you're creating your tomorrow. And it goes on for years and years and years of this turmoil in your life if you don't cut it off and shut it down. And sometimes when these thoughts come in, what you have to do is recognize the thought for what it is, forgive what happened, and move through it quickly. Don't stay stuck in that thought. So I want to challenge everybody. When you get a negative thought and a negative thought come in, don't give it no more than 30 seconds. No more than 30 seconds. And I believe that that's too long. So let's go to 10. Don't give that thought no more than 10 seconds, because I read somewhere that 17 seconds holding a thought in your mind is when it starts to create. It starts to create at 17 seconds. So let's not hold a negative thought in our minds no more than 10 seconds. And quickly move through it. So we're going to ask God for a gentle nudge. Whenever a negative thought comes into our minds, ask God for a gentle nudge to just kind of snap your mind back into alignment with right thinking and positive thinking. Okay? So let's get out of replaying these old tapes in our heads over and over again. And again, if you need help moving through the unforgiveness, the anger, the low self-esteem, and replaying these old tapes, come in, give me a call. I'll definitely coach you through getting to the next level of life. Okay? And number 5, trust issues. If you have trust issues, chances are you are still stuck in the past. Now, let's talk a little bit about relationships. A lot of us hold our current partner accountable for things that our previous partner did in a relationship. We hold this new person accountable for the stuff that they did, and that's not fair. That's not fair. Even, for example, on your job. You've had a previous employer, some things didn't go right, so you said to yourself, I'm not going to be friendly, I'm not going to talk to anybody, I'm not going to, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. And that's not good for you either, to put yourself in prison like that, and you're not allowing yourself to be free and to live and experience new people in life. You know what I mean? All because of something that happened to you in the past on a previous job or in a previous relationship. If I allowed everything that Israel did to me dictate if I was going to be married or not, I would have never got married. And I'm going to give you an example. Israel and I had a bank account. And I'm going to tell stories about my ex. It's my life, it's my journey, it's my story. And so I find it very therapeutic, and it frees. I found out that my story frees a lot of people. So when I share my story, it gives them permission to share theirs, and it opens them up to so that they'll know that, okay, I'm not the only person that has gone through this or is going, through something. So my story really helps other people be free. And so I will tell my story because I am not ashamed of my story anymore. I don't feel bad about my story anymore. Actually, I love my story. I love my journey. If it had not been for my story, I wouldn't have a story to tell. So I have no ill feelings whatsoever. I bless everything that has happened in my life. I love everything that has happened in my life, and I wouldn't change anything that has happened in my life. Because the person that I am today, I love me. I love me. So now back to the example. Israel and I had a bank account, and he went to the bank one day and he withdrew all the money, about $700-800 out of that account. And I didn't know right away that he had done that. And then over about a week, he kept going to the ATM, taking money out that wasn't there. So it overdrafted the account, and he kept overdrafting the account. And then I got married, and my husband asked, we're going to get a joint account and things of that nature. And of course, my response was yes. Yes, you're my husband. Yes. And so now many people would say, oh no, I wouldn't have did that. I got burned in the past. I'm not going to be burned like that again. But my husband today is not Israel. And so you got to remember, ladies and gentlemen, the people that we attracted in the past was because of the person that we was and the level of consciousness that we were at. Okay? And the person that I attract today is mirroring me today. So at 15 years old, I attracted Israel into my life. So where I was in consciousness and in my emotions at that time, I attracted that person. At 39, I attracted my husband into my life. I'm a different person. So if you're constantly attracting the same energy in different individuals, chances are you're not growing, you're not changing, you're not evolving. And this is where transformational and spiritual life coaching comes in at, because life is about change, it's about growth, it's about evolution. And you have to grow, you have to move through things in life to be free. You have to. And on this side of life, my life, I love my life. I love my life. I have learned how to move through, how to release, how to let go, how to forgive, how to be free. And I am so free and I love it. And I offer myself to you. If you have any questions, you can inbox me. You can go to my website. You can leave me a message, AGoddessLove.org. I am here for you. So let's kind of recap, okay? 5 ways to know if you're still stuck in your past. Number 1, unforgiveness. Number 2, anger. Number 3, low self-esteem, low self-confidence. Number 4, replaying your old tapes. And number 5, trust issues. And I pray that this video has blessed you and has helped you with your life and understanding. And so I let the words of my mouth go forth and create in love, peace, harmony, and joy. Again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. Tune in tomorrow for more daily inspiration for abundant living. Until next time, be blessed, be happy, and be free. Thank you again for tuning in to Ye Are Gods TV. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Also, click the notification bell to the right to get notified of new videos. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at AGoddess Love, and click on our website link below at AGoddessLove.org to get your Ye Are Gods t-shirt. Check out our divinity wear and also choose from our many, many inspirational self-help books, and sign up today for our Ye Are Gods online coaching course. Oh, and join our 7-week vegan challenge. Yay! Also, join our 7-week mirror self-love challenge. Now, I'm going to put in the description below information about the 7-week vegan challenge and also about the 7-week mirror self-love challenge. Again, thank you guys so much for being a part of my journey and for allowing me to be a part of yours. I love you so much. Be well, be blessed, and be free.